Tonight, Governor Youngkin dodging questions on whether he would support an abortion ban at conception.
It's the first time we're getting the chance to press the governor since the U.S. Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade. You're watching 8 News at 6. I'm Deanna Albritton.
I'm Eric Phillips. Capitol Bureau reporter Jackie DeFusco is live in the Digital Center with more on where Youngkin stands. Jackie, good evening.
Hey, good evening. Well, Governor Youngkin reportedly told an anti-abortion group during a webinar this week that he would happily sign any legislation that came to his desk in order to protect life. But we still don't know for sure where exactly Youngkin stands on a ban at conception. Following the fall of Roe versus Wade, Governor Glenn Youngkin backing a ban on most abortions after 15 weeks. Something he believes can get bipartisan support in a divided state government.
A child in the womb can feel pain, and I believe science tells us that's at 15 weeks.
Addressing an anti-abortion group this week, though, Youngkin called that a starting point, suggesting he would go further if Republicans win back control of the state Senate in 2023. His office not releasing the recording, but confirming the accuracy of the comments reported by the Washington Post. Yet Youngkin not answering directly when we asked if he would support an abortion ban at conception.
Would you rule out a ban at conception?
Yeah, I can't even begin to look at past this year right now. What we've got is a Democrat-controlled Senate and a Republican-controlled House, and they need to work together. And an absolute no at the beginning of the discussion just is not a constructive place that Virginians want our government.
As Youngkin calls for common ground, at least one Republican state senator already pledging to propose a bill that would protect life at conception. Another lawmaker saying their legislation would not penalize pregnant women, but it would likely pull medical licenses from providers who perform abortions after the cutoff.
Would you support penalties for abortion providers?
I'm a pro-life governor, and I will sign a bill that comes to my desk that protects life. And I look forward to that. But as of now, what we need is the process to start. I'm willing to listen, and I hope we can get something done.
Now, Youngkin has repeatedly said that he supports exceptions for rape, incest, and when the life of the mother is in danger. We expect new legislation to be considered in the 2023 regular session, kicking off in January. Live in the Digital Center, I'm Jackie DeFusco, 8 News.